it already. There's that damn mute button again. There's one person. Who is it? It's still not working right. Still. There's 3 people. Okay. Let's see here. Well, I want to do the Sagittarius video. And here's the thing, I have no chat bar on the side. If I do this on YouTube, if I'm looking at that page, everything is delayed for me. So I'm in my OBS. It's real time. It's crystal clear. It will just. Why can't I get chat to come back up? Done. There we go. Hi, Tanya. Okay, so you can hear me. You can see me. Hey, Cindy. Where's my coffee? All right, this is being recorded as well. So it'll be, I'm going to turn that down. I'm getting the feedback here. So this will be like everybody else's live. You can go back and you can watch it as long as you want, whatever, right? But I'm in my real-time window here. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to get started. Anybody comes in halfway through, it's all good. You can go back and watch the recording. So let's put our smudge up for Sagittarius for mid-June 2019. My brain is fried right now as far as that stuff. I've got to get into this. I've got to get into this reading. I'll feel better. I'll wake up. I'll find my footing. I'll be more relaxed. Right now my eyes are hurting, and I feel like they're laying down here, my eyeballs. So this is for Sagittarius, mid-June 2019. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, where is my... There it is. Oh, that's supposed to be a good sign. There's not a whole lot of smoke smoldering here. Where is Lilith? There she is. All right, Lilith, give you a little smudgeroo. I'll be glad when my sweetgrass is ready to be packed. And now you guys. Okay. And yeah, better give it a good one. I've been here all day. It's been horrible. I'll get the bugs worked out yet. I know I will. There we go. Okay. The other smudge stick wanted to be burnt. Too bad. Too bad. Okay, if I can transfer my little felt pad here, my velvet pad I put all my stones on. It's not the same unless I've got them right beside me. I think I dropped a couple earlier. I still have to pick those up. Alright, you go over there, you go over there, and you come over here. Here we go. Alright, now there's somewhere to put the smudge. It was a small one, but a smudge just the same. Okay, so anybody that's new, this is for Sagittarius. Remember, guys, I'm in my OBS studio. There's no, say there is, but there's no little pull tabs to open the side chat. There's no way to open it. So I wish if it was that, this would be the perfect program. So, anyways, let's get your shuffle up. I got a mess everywhere now. I've just been sitting here doing stuff all day and not really doing much to clean up behind myself. So, there. All right, let's get a shuffle. It's for Sagittarius for mid-June. Come on. Nothing wants to work for me today. This is my first shuffle of the day, though. What time is it? Looking at 4:30. For Sagittarius, please. Guidance, knowledge. Goodness, I can't get settled in with these cards. Come on now. For all I've been through and all the work I've done, it's crazy. I'm demanding some justice down here, around here. Get out of there. Oh, yeah. There. Okay. Alrighty. Such a beautiful day here today. It's a summer's day. Beautiful. Excuse me. Alright, I think I'm going to cut the deck right here. Have Lilith come in. Lilith are the top 5 cards. As this deck stands, the cards that are meant for the Sagittarius reading, this general free public reading for Sagittarius from mid-June to the end of June 2019 are these are the cards that are meant for this spread. Thank you. Yeah, she says yes it is. Okay, this is different. I don't know if I can get you guys to see this being laid out or not. Yes, you can. Oh gosh, yes. All right. Your very first card is your overall energy. And we're looking here at what are you doing coming up first? Irregulars, you know I don't care for him. Oh my gosh. The next card we're looking at is the Six of Cups, reflection. This is in your wealth and financial position. Third card is your hearth and your home, your relationships. Okay. Death, and we have transformation of some kind. Fourth card, your challenges, should there be any. You got the Tower of Destruction. Somebody's, wow. Your last card, please let it be good. For reassurance and hope. It's your message from Spirit. Oh, thank you. Heaven's sakes alive. I think I just shed about 20 pounds. Jeez. Oh my gosh. So, look at that spread. Look at that. Annoying. Inquisitive. Huge transformation. Life-changing. Losing something and rebuilding it again. And then you've got the World, the Midas Touch card. I love that card for the very end. And you know what it does? I'll tell you what it does. It lightens the load of this one and that one too. It really does lighten the load, everybody, because it's a major arcana. It's a very important one. It lessens the degree of the intensity of these two cards hugely. So they're not as intense or as devastating as some of you are probably, especially those that read tarot, are probably going, oh my God, reshuffle those cards. I don't do that because it freaks me out, because what would happen, I would probably end up with the same. If I didn't get a lot of the same come back up again, what would happen is that message from, say, this card would be found in another card. I've got black all over me. Okay. Here we go. This is a, I'm going to have to pop over here to Google for it, Google Chrome here, to see if you guys are doing okay. Let me see here. Of Sag and Saturn. Very cool, my first live chat. Oh, that's nice, JC. This window's so different from the one I'm working out of. This one's crappy. Really crappy. Let's get good cards, Lilith, yes. Glad it's finally working. Video, audio, and YouTube all coming. It's not working yet. I should have, what color should it be? There's a big dot over the camera here. Not over the camera. Over the window here on YouTube through Google Chrome. And I've got a yellow dot right over the video window. And it's supposed to be green. And then it goes down to something else, and something, it gets worse as it goes down the colors. And I've almost got this on though, because the delay here is not as bad, but there's still a delay going on. So a second or so, maybe something like that. Okay, so let me see here. That's going to get fixed right quickly, and then I can do everything. And with you guys on the side, I had to close my window down. I'm looking at this crappy, whatever this video is here myself. That's crappy. Let me see here. Looks okay from there, does it, Tanya? You should see the other one in the other window that I'm working out of. Everything is right on, real time. There's no delay. There's no outside sounds. There's no buffering. There's none of that. It's just on, head on, and it's so crisp and clear. It just looks better. So I got to do this until I get it all figured out. Hello, Isabel. I hope all is well with you. I'll talk to you guys for just a second here before. You know what I'm doing that? I'm going to make another cup of coffee. I made myself a little pot in my Timmy's coffee maker. Canadians will know what I mean by the reference of Timmy's. I've got one. So it's my second one, really. Just give me a minute. Tonight's gonna be a good, good night. Oh, almost there. Almost there. Okay. All right. Gotta start that. I guess I didn't. Okay. Printing is so small. Thank you, SOS 2, Lily. Yeah, it is a little fuzzy, isn't it? And yeah. I'm glad you guys aren't getting the delay then. I'm really happy about that. Okay, Susan. Thank you. I love the Timmy's. Yeah, yeah. I want my second machine. When my husband died, I said, I have no need of that, really. I don't have enough people coming around. I said, oh, I'll just leave it there and I'll shut it off. But somebody comes, Whole year went by and I never turned it on. So then I said, I started getting company and whatnot. And I said, that's a shame. That beautiful machine. I need to be using it. So I cleaned it all up and put fresh water through it and all that. And I use it about 3 times a week. And I have got a little single coffee maker. It's one of those little Black & Decker ones. It makes awesome coffee. If you're looking to just make one. So I bounce between the two. Double, that's right. Hey, go. Hi, Sharon Jones from the UK. Thank you for joining us here. This is really nice. What was I going to say? When I go through the drive-thru with my friends, because this is how I always get a small. Do you remember small used to be real, real tiny, Tanya? And the smalls became the mediums, or the mediums became the new smalls. I usually get just a medium. And get up to the drive-thru window. I will mouth what's going on with the clerk in the window. Put the order in, and she repeats mine one more time to make sure she's got it right. My friends just look, they laugh. I'm like, I know. Sometimes I only get 2 cream in my little coffee. Sometimes I get 3. But I always ask for at least 4 sweeteners, artificial sweeteners, and they all use Splenda. And Splenda's not the same as Sugar Twin. I try to carry Sugar Twin, and then I only use 2 or 3, something like that. But they'll repeat that back every time like they can't believe it. And people have told me. One person told me they have a friend, and this guy puts about 8 sweeteners in his coffee. 8 of them. So, I don't know. But I'm not drinking Timmy's coffee. I've got Folgers that I'm using in the machine. So, hi, Daisy. I'm happy you're here. Good. I'm glad you came out for the grand event. This is the first live reading for the channel. So, it's now that I'm past it and I'm kind of there, I'm still not happy with the way things are working, but I'll get it there where I need it. I spent about 6 hours to save myself 4 hours. It made no sense at all. Not at all. 6 hours to save 4 hours kind of a thing, So when this is done, the beauty is I don't have to upload it. Don't have to do anything like that. I don't have to save it anywhere. And the time that it's saving me, I've got this one and 5 more to go. The other ones are done. They're just not posted yet. So if I can fly through them, I know this one's going to be longer because I'm chatting up a bit. But I may, the other 5, I'll do them right hot, back to back, right? I'm done. And if I have time, because we're 4:41 now, I'm going to go for a nice walk and sit on the beach. This kind of thing to kind of relax and reward myself. Oh my goodness sakes. Hi, Andrea. Hey, Rose. Are you my rose gold? Through email? Are you who I think you are? I've read for you a couple times. I'm thinking it's her. Yeah. Yep. Never leave the window without checking the order. Nothing worse when it's wrong. You're right about that, Tanya. Um, oh, I'm not burning any. I'm out. I'm out. I don't, like Michelle and them couldn't really probably make the time to come out. I live about an hour's drive from them, so it just didn't work out this time. But next time for sure. But I'm all out of the candles. So I'm not burning any candles at all. I thought about lighting one of my white candles just to have it going, but it's so sunny and it's so warm. You know, it's not really candle atmosphere right now, but maybe later or something like that. Yes, when I'm out of Tim Hortons or any place like that, if we stop to grab that, I have to check the order because I'm in somebody else's vehicle. Like I drive, I have a license and all that. I have a clean driving abstract as well. Never been ticketed for anything, but I just can't afford a car or a vehicle. I'd like to have a truck with 4-wheel drive. So I'd like to have. It doesn't have to be the Jeep. Everybody get over the Jeep. Anyways, if I go with somebody else and they drop me off at home, I'm stuck with what I've got. I can't just turn around and bring it back and get the order that I ordered. You know, I can't do that. So I got to do a lot of double checking when I'm in the city and I'm shopping and groceries and all that good stuff. Because once I'm home, I'm home. I don't know when I'll get back. I wait for the money and the opportunity to go to town to kind of jive together so I can get out and I can get somewhere. So, yeah. You are, Rose. Well, hey, how are things? Well, gee, I won't ask you out here. Send me an email. Catch me up. Um, I had not, yeah, I see Rose Gold, and it was like, boom, I just knew it was you. It had to be you. Yeah. Who's too nice? Kenya? It pisses you off. You too nice. What did I say to you anyways? I can't remember. Um, Hi Daisy, love. Yes, I'm the one. You're too nice. It pisses me off. Yeah. No, no, there is Andrea. Is that right, Andrea? There isn't. The nearest store, I'll put it in Canadian terms. The nearest store is 5 kilometers up the road, or maybe it's miles. I don't know, but it's like 5 miles. I will go with miles. It's 5 miles easily. That's the first one. It is a little convenience store and a gas station. They run a good business out here. Then we go another 3 to 4 miles past that, almost 10 miles, and that's the bigger convenience store. They've got a Pizza Hut in there, you know, just fast food kind of thing. There's no tables to sit at. One section of the store, it's like a hardware store. And then they have a huge liquor, and beer and walking coolers and all that stuff. So that's the big. I like going to that store because there's stuff there you can't get at the first store, the littler one, the smaller one. It caters to Point Lepreau, the nuclear plant, which is 5 miles, less than 5 miles from me, 4.5 miles up the road from me. So don't even think about it really. So that's that. If I need munchies, Andrea, I have to make my own. I have to make my own. It's never what I want. I drink a lot of water. Try to find something else to hit that craving, you know, spread with jam or something like that on it. I'm so glad to see you too, Rose. I really am. It's nice to see you're still alive and kicking. Beautiful. Hello, Bohemian Spell. Welcome, welcome, welcome. No, I don't have a bike, Andrea. I don't. So it makes it a little bit difficult. Um, One of my sons, the middle boy, Tommy, I call him Tommy ass. He grew up being called that. Um, he doesn't live here per se. He has an apartment in town and stuff. He has a job about 5 miles up the road, and he tries to make it out here every weekend, and he loves it out here. He just loves it out here. He's like me. It's in his blood living here. It's under his skin. So he tries to get here every other weekend, and he'll work right from here. He'll get his boss will pick him up. And sometimes the boss lets him. A lot of times, 9 out of 10 days, Tommy will come back. He'll have one of the boss's vehicles. If I really need to go to the store, I do go, and we put $10 worth of gas in the vehicle. It's more than enough, but anyway, so you manage to just wing it, and I am tired of doing that. Um, so no, I don't have a bike, and it's just even my mailbox is over 1 mile one way, so it's over 2 miles to go, and I can't do it physically, not yet anyway. Who did I see from across the pond here? Hello, Hotbox Kitchen. Wow, that's quite the handle. You're right across the pond, are you, River, Herber, Herber, like harbor with an accent, right? I'll have to look that up to see where you are. Oh, thank you very much, Bohemian. I'm very happy. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoy them. Hi, Cindy Foster. Nice to see you here. This is nice doing live because I just wish everybody could have audio for me so they could speak and I could hear them. That would be really cool. Then we could have like a big conversation, right? That would be pretty cool. Hi, Aaron Kemp. This is fun, Bohemian Spell. It's really fun. It is fun, Danny, isn't it? Yeah. Bless Tom. He's really sweet of him. Yes, he is. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. His boss lives up the road too, and his boss said, "You know what, Tom?" He says, and his boss is a workaholic. He works 7 days a week, 14 hours a day. And he said, "Tom, I could have a nice little trailer pulled in here for you, and you could call it your home. You could live there." And I thought, oh my good. I said, he'd have you in his back pocket. He would work you right into the grave. I swear to God he would. Anyways, Tommy said, I just told him, no, I'm only out here because my mom's out here. Number one, I don't like leaving her alone. And number two, I really like my mom. And he's a Sagittarius, so he's gonna hear this. And he said, and I like to keep close to my mother, you know. So, and I'd say, call me your mother. Don't say my mom. Anytime a grown ass man says my mom, they sound like they're 10 years old. I said, call me your mother. Don't say my mom. It makes it sound juvenile or something. Yeah. So, my girlfriend. How's she fine? I don't know who you're talking about. I'm sorry, Rose. I don't know who you're referring to. No, everybody. I don't have girlfriends. If I have romance in my life, they're all male. I'm straight. I don't want to be mistaken in that way any more than a gay person would want to be mistaken for straight. It feels the same way on both sides. It works both ways. It does. It works both ways. This is too much fun. Yes, let's go get the reading rolling because this is going to end up being long. Let's see here. Yes, I do. Bohemian, I do have a cat at the moment. And yeah, being called Ma is not bad, right? It's when it's in reference to me. When he says to somebody, my mother, he doesn't say my mother. He says, well, my mom. I go, oh, I cringe, right? So anyways, yeah. Okay, let's get this reading because it's all laid out here. So let's get started with the reading. Let me just. Okay. I'm going to pop over into, I'm not going to be able to see your comments from here on out until I check in here and there, right? I'm popping over to OBS so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, so much better. My eyes instantly relax. This is really, really good. I think did I forget? I forgot to turn my flipping lights on. No? There we go. Oh, they need to be recharged. They're dying right out. Anyway, here we go. The Knight of Cups is not my favorite knight. Never has been my favorite. I call him my waste of space. He wastes people's time. He's the Fabio of the ocean, the Fabio of the sea. Look at that face, that chiseled jaw, the long, flowing hair, the perfect face. Look at that. And you know what? He thinks he's going to get through life that way. He gravitates toward people that appear to be nice, right? He's a time waster. His imagination runs a lot. He just moving that a bit. Here we go. His imagination runs away with him. He gets these grand ideas, pie in the sky dreams, get rich quick schemes, sort of a thing. Here's the thing. There's a heads up here. Some of you will be approached by somebody trying to get you involved in something. And you keep hearing, and I'm hearing it now to tell you this over and over and over. You will hear it too when it goes down. Too good to be true. Too good to be true. Too good to be true. Everything he brings to the table is always inflated ideas. We're gonna go places. We're gonna get rich. You know, this guy's convincing you to go pick your new mansion out. You know, so you'll be ready to go and you can snap it up when you become wealthy overnight, kind of a thing. That's what he's like. He's a waste of space to me. I wish I could take him and just remove him from every deck of cards, right? My nails are a mess. Oh, I get distracted easy. Oh, jeez. Oh, look at the bird. No, I'm kidding. I don't even like talking about him in tarot. I don't want to inflate the energy around this card for fear of bringing somebody like that in. Well, I'll tell you what I do. We all have to deal with people like this from time to time. They're a pain in the ass. They're annoying. There's something sweet about them. You don't hate them. When I get somebody coming at me with this grand idea or anything like that, and I just say, "Go away, go away," I don't want to hear it. That's what I do. I nip it right in the bud. They're like, "No, never mind, bud. Let's talk about the weather. Talk about. I don't want to hear about this. I just don't. Don't waste my flipping time. You will end up wasting my time. Then I'm going to be really angry, and you're going to have to go. I've done this before. These people just know when you sum them up and you know what they're all about. And under 2.3 seconds, it's like, oh, no, oh, I don't need one of them in my life, you know. And I'll tell you what the result is after a little bit. They end up having more respect for me than anybody else, and they won't try to pull anything on me. They really don't. They're not mean. They're not out to hurt anybody or anything like that. They are heads full of fantasies, and they believe in their own fantasies. So don't feel bad for him that you have to say, well, I can't say no. You got to say no. All right? Since it's that weakness in you, you will never, it's like feeding a stray dog or cat at your, you know what I mean? You're going to keep them back because they know it's going to get them somewhere. They're going to get something out of it. He's not mean. He's not vindictive. He doesn't do these things really on purpose. He just doesn't think things through. Don't let him haul you into that. I'm going to stop there. I don't like giving him anything. Really don't. 6 of Cups and reflection. Really, okay. Somebody out there is old enough to be retired. And for some reason, you're reflecting back on that time when you were in the workforce and you had a busy life. You had that's what you're going over. You had a purpose. Every day there was a purpose for you to go to bed at a decent hour, to get up at a decent hour, and getting yourself together, going through your daily routine. And some of you have done that for 40 or 50 years. And it may have been, at times, it may have been monotonous, but that was your life. And somebody that's been through a hard time when they were really young and they got into the workforce and they said, I don't care if it gets monotonous, it's a roof over my head. It's money coming in every day, every week. It is what allows me to live and gives me purpose. And you're reflecting back and you're missing that. You're kind of aching for that, knowing those days are done. This message isn't for everybody. That's for some of our seniors, right? And I'm not senior yet. And I don't even have any Sagittarius in me. Well, 2 came out of me. It's true. I've got 3 sons. 2 of them are Sages. Oh my God. Okay, move on. And we got the 6s here too, guys. 6s in tarot. Oh my God, Natalie, shut up. 6s in tarot. You know what? Because I can't see you guys chatting. The screen's completely behind this camera I'm looking at here. And this is just like when I do my other videos, the one that takes me hours and hours on end to create. The same thing. I feel like I'm just talking to myself, but I'm talking. It's the same thing. Only I'll go through the big shock and have the big attack when it's all done, and I don't have to save it. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to upload it. It's just there and it's done. So, but the past is returning when this card shows up. The past is returning, and where's my time on this anyway? It's been that long, 37 minutes. All right, that is long. And what's coming with it, it's almost bringing something from somebody's past back to life. This could be for anybody now. We're past the senior citizens, right? It could be somebody coming back from your past is like being revived, almost. This could be a reunion, high school reunion, maybe 30, 40-year high school reunion coming up for somebody. This sort of a thing, even job reunion. Maybe, you know, you worked at McDonald's or A&W or something as a teenager. You worked in a grocery store. There were 3 or 4 of you. I'm feeling this is somebody that's grown up in a small town, absolutely 100%, where everybody kind of knows everybody. And, well, they did. And now we're 20, 25, 30 years down the road. There's some kind of reunion going on. For others, the reunion would be a family reunion with friends, family, this sort of a thing. You know, this is not a bad thing that this past is coming back. You Sagittarius, you know what it's doing? It's almost kickstarting something in you. It's bringing something back to life that you thought was long gone. This is really good for you. It's healthy for you as well. Boy, this time for you takes you back to a safe haven in your former years. And the funny thing about thinking back, it depends how old you are, of course, but if you're thinking back from however old you are to the ideal time in your life, the community you lived in, what your neighborhood was like, what your neighbors were like, what you know, you started school maybe with these kids, grade 1 on up, and you guys went to, you know, grade school, and you went to junior high, and you went to high school, and you were all still living in the same community, in the same neighborhood. These are like extended family, right? And then all of a sudden you all took off and you all moved away and you got your own, you know, apartments and you got a job as far away from the family some of you have that you could go. For some of you, you may have just moved around the corner and you couldn't stand that. So you haven't really lost your connection to your neighborhood. But for those of you that have left your neighborhood and you haven't even given it much thought as of late, this is really reviving something in somebody. I know that. There's a lot of love, peace, and security and comfort with this card. You're feeling the shadows, the people that moved away that you lost contact with after a while. It didn't take long. Well, you're young, you're like that. You just get on with your life and you don't hold on to people. But within you, Sagittarius, shadows they left behind are still a part of you. And it will be for them as well. And some of them probably, but this is really moving for you. This is almost like, I feel like there may be an epiphanous moment that will come to you. Whatever this is, whatever reunion you're going to be attending, and you will be, Sagittarius, you'll be attending something along those lines. This is a good thing for you. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing for you. In relationships, for the next 2 weeks, you're going to find and feel a sense of peace, security, and comfort. Things are working out pretty good for you. So there's your keywords are friendship and visitors, happiness, comfort, childhood memories, protection. You feel safe now. So that's where the protection comes in. It's just worded that way. And play. You're going to your memories are highly entertaining. They truly, truly are. The advice of the card: enjoy reconnecting to happier times from your past, and these memories will energize you. They'll inspire you for the future. This is a wonderful. I like this card so much. And 6 is being about harmony and balance in your life. You can't go wrong with that card. Now I don't know what's going on here. We've got the card of death and transformation. And there's the little story I always tell. For those that are new, I'll tell it. This fishing boat is a dory that used to carry, we've got mirror image going on here. There we go. That's better for you guys. This dory was a fishing vessel, carried her fishermen out to sea so they could make their living, support their families. And after so many years, one day, 4 or 5 of them stood, or maybe there were 6, stood on the headland overlooking the water, and they watched her sink. And they said, "She's gone. She'd be dead in the water now. Let's go. Time to build a new one." And they left her, and she slowly sank below the water, slowly, slowly. And she landed on the seabed floor. And here's the thing. She wasn't dead at all. She didn't die. Look at those beams of blessings. Look at the blessings from Father, Son. Look at that coming down. You notice that the sides are, everything's backwards here like a mirror. The sides are out of her, all rotted in, all broken away. And the net's hanging off the stern and off the bow of the boat. What good could she do now? When you look at the different the variety of the sea life and marine life that's around this boat, they all get something off of it. They all do. And some will hide from predators in there. Some will make their homes. She'll probably be surrounded after many, many years coral reef. And she could become part of that, you know. And plankton and all kinds of stuff. She feeds and homes the marine life. So she's not really dead. She didn't die. She's been repurposed. She has another purpose now. That's what this is all about. This card is all about, okay, so the worst that I'm seeing and feeling here is that when death comes into the picture, in the most natural way possible, it removes something that it's time for it to go. Its time has been done. It's run its clock. Final is death when it's taken away. That's gone. The reason that's happening is to make room for something new that's coming into your life. And that's what's going on there. Even if this is something that hurts, you have to keep faith if that's to what's coming at me, what's coming this way, it has to be, because there's a big hole there that needs to be filled now, and something will eventually come and slide into that. It's a beautiful card. It's a very moving card. Taking out the old and making room for the new. What you're to do is you're to embrace these big changes that are coming your way. A card of rebirth. It's a card about endings, as final as death. These endings are, any endings that happen, they're done. They're gone. There's no bringing them back. They're gone. It's a very strong card in that way, that something's being, you may remove something yourself. Whatever it is, you can't get it back. Once it's gone forever into infinity, not to be near you or yours ever again. Changes come up with this card. Big, huge changes. There's going to be a sense of relief for some of you. And this is a release for you as well. Conclusions and endings. That's what's going on here for some of you. We're not always happy, you know, with change. We don't always sit well with it. Sometimes change, you can see that it's something good, but nothing worries us more than what is the change? It's unknown, and I don't like it being unknown. I want to know what it is so I can adjust to it. For some of you, this change could come as a shock. You're not expecting anything like that, and I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm not saying somebody's going to die a horrible death, you're going to lose a loved one or anything. I'm not saying any of that. I don't feel that at all. But there's a major change and a major shift coming. Once it's done, whatever it is, the impact that it has on you cannot be undone. It cannot be undone. It's just that simple. For some of you, please remember, these are general readings, so it may not apply to you at all. So your challenges here is, which is the tower in Rider-Waite deck, right? The other deck's usually a tower. This is the oceanic. It's all about the sea and the oceans. So this is a ship caught in a perfect storm, is what it is. And, you know, with the tower, you see the depiction, the lightning, the fire, people jumping out windows, and this sort of a thing. What I like about this card is not all like that. There can be changes that we go through, and it doesn't matter even if they're wonderful changes. We don't like change, good or bad. I don't want to do that. I'm not happy about this. I'm not. And somebody's there saying, but this is going to be wonderful. Don't care. I don't like change. Why couldn't everything stay the way it was? Is the attitude of some. The Sagittarius on some things, real delicate, sensitive things, may not be happy with certain kinds of change. But overall, with my two sons are different as day, night. They're so different. You would never think them to be both the same. They have some small similarities, but overall they're very different lives. They're very different personalities, sort of thing. There's not good nor bad. They're just different. And where one may well, but both of them would do, they're curious about changes. And maybe, yeah, I'll give it a try. As long as they don't see any loss, they're like, yeah, I'll give it a try. I'm not afraid. You know, they're open that way, so that's a good thing. They're just that kind, but man, they're different. Some of you with this card may feel like your world is falling apart. Feeling like something's going on and it's completely out of your control. It comes as a shock for a few of you. That shock's followed by a breakthrough of some kind. Changes the water on the beans, as they say. May look the same, but it's not. Some of you will be seeing the world through a different pair of eyes now. Different set of eyes. This change is so big for somebody that it's going to leave you feeling open. Like like a little warm kitten laying on its back with its little sensitive underbelly exposed to the world. You're going to feel vulnerable. You're going to be thinking, if that could happen, then anything could happen. And that shakes people up. Um, because I've said those words to myself, but it was um, over someone passing unexpectedly, and it made me hold my children so close. And I said that if that could happen that quickly, somebody, I just want my children right here with me, and I don't want them leaving my side until I feel better. I was afraid to let them walk to the store, the corner store on the same block, for crying out loud. And where I come from, we didn't have big blocks that stretch for a mile. You know what I mean? It was 5 minutes up, 5 minutes back kind of a thing. But it makes you feel wide open to life. Oof. It really makes you look differently, and it's going to affect somebody that way. You're going to view the world in a very different way, but you're feeling very vulnerable. What I think you need to do, you need to sit down, just yourself and the universe, and you need to open up completely, emotionally, mentally, all of that, just the way you do when you know you're alone and you let it all hang out. You need to do that with the universe and have a good long heart to heart and really open up. It could help you get through whatever this is, this big changes. You know, there's a possibility somebody could die unexpectedly. The possibility's there. I can't say that it's not. There's a possibility that somebody leaves a relationship. There's a sudden breakup of some kind. There's that. There's a possibility of your job's not there anymore. It changes. Something could happen to somebody's house. It's all leading into something else. It had to happen, bad or good. It had to happen because there's something else in the horizon, and you need to stop and you need to embrace that. You need to believe that there's always something else in the horizon. There's always something else around the corner. Put your faith in the universe to protect you at this time. For a few of you, whatever it is that's fallen in your life, you're going to be able to rebuild it. For a few of you, you're basically being asked to surrender to the universe, give up your control, because some of you will get overwhelmed, and when that happens, you have to give up the control and trust in the universe. Somebody's going to be taking on a new way of thinking and a new way of living, and just a new way of relating to the world. The breakdowns here, there's endings, there's chaos, there's a surrender going on, giving over of yourself. There's really strong, big breakthroughs coming through for some of you, and new beginnings. Now, I love the final word on this card, enlightenment. Not so bad. Not so bad at all. So now we're on to your last card, which I'm so grateful to see this. Remember, lessen the degree of those other two cards there. We're looking at the Midas touch. It's the world, and it's all about regeneration and renewal. It's a card of finding success. It's a card that leaves you, it's celebrating achievements, feeling rewarded, very rewarding. Whatever this is, it's rewarding for some of you. The payback may not be monetary or, you know, anything like that, but what feels rewarding is something that you've done and the domino effect that it's had. You're very, very proud of what you've done. You've given of yourself, you've probably given of your, you know, to your community or to help people that may be a little weaker than what you are. They're in questionable situations, living conditions, and you've done something. Somebody has done something. And this is probably the most rewarding time of your life. You've made a difference. Big time. And just knowing that you've made a difference is the most rewarding thing that could come to you at all, is to see it happening, see it in action. This is a card of also completion, a card of reaching goals and hitting targets things you've been working at for a while, you finally made it, you have arrived, you have finished it up, and you're wanting to celebrate that. For somebody, it's been a long time coming. You've been waiting for. Now you are. You're ready. You're saying, "Be damned if I'm just going to sit around and do nothing after all that. I'm going out. I want to do something to mark this moment." It's a big deal for you. So somebody may be moving house, and it looks like you're finalizing that house move. There's a relationship landmark for somebody as well. It could be an anniversary. It could be renewing of the vows. It could be a job anniversary, a project anniversary, a friendship, right across the board, because there's so many of you, right? Advice for you here, Sagittarius, is to celebrate what it is that you love and that you have passion for. Celebrate that you have that passion and you have that fire. You're not dead yet, long way from it. Even for the seniors, right? You're not done yet. You still matter. You can still make a difference in this world. The wisdom and knowledge that you have didn't come cheap. It didn't come to you overnight. These are things you work very hard for. Things that you threw yourself into, you sacrificed for, you were loyal to. These are all good, beautiful things. Some of you could be receiving some kind of opportunity. You could be invited or asked, or maybe you've earned it, but to travel, it's a brilliant card for that. If you're single and you're traveling, you could be experiencing some romantic adventures too. The advice of this card is to celebrate what you have achieved, Sagittarius. Embrace all the opportunities that come your way. You'll be full of brand new energy, brand new motivation, things going your way, plans working out, no red lights, green right across the board, white flags for peace in your life as well. You're on a good run, you're on a good roll. Just don't let the other side of life kind of drag you back, hold you down, make you stagnant, make you stop, make you lay down and die. You don't want to be doing anything like that. You need to believe in now, in your next now, and in the next moment, in the next moment. These are learning and teaching moments as well. Whatever it is that some of you are going to go through, you're feeling, some of you so good, you feel like the whole world is your oyster. And look at all them damn pearls. Look at all those pearls. You can go ahead and you can move forward and you can start to live things out the way you wish to live them out. Some of you becoming a more bigger part of your own life, life itself. It's all good for you people. It really is. It's the energy coming from this. You're going to be feeling revived. Maybe you've been asleep for a long time and now you're not. You feel very, very revived. Your keywords are success and completion, celebration, beginnings, travel, motivation, and renewal, Sagittarius. That was your last card. Wow, I know it was a little long. What time are we at? 58, almost an hour we've been here. So now I can pop over to Google and see what you guys all been up to. I got my glasses back on because I can't read. Let me see here. Cross-watching, yeah. I crotch-watching. I know, you know what, Cindy? I'm still laughing about that. That was hilarious. That's what I hear, people. That's what I hear. I don't hear cross-watcher. I hear crotch-watcher. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Canadian road tripper. That is a huge change. Hi, Kathleen Leonard. Thank you for being here. Yeah. No, I haven't done Aquarius yet, higher consciousness. That's okay. This is rewatchable. Whatever you missed in the beginning, you can always go back and watch it. It'll be posted. Hi, hi, Julie from PEI. Oh, I'm glad you like them. Prince Edward Island is where Julie's from, and that's one of the provinces down here in the Maritimes in Atlantic Canada. So she's not that far either from me. Driving distance, it's a day trip. If you just going for the day, it'd be a long day, but it's a day trip. Yeah, that's a big move too there, D. There it is. It is. It's okay, Jenna Morehart, because you can always go back and you can view it again. As soon as I shut her down, it should be all good to go. At least I think it does it automatically. Oh my God, somebody tell me that it does. Hi, Liz. Yeah. So you guys were really tolerant with me and so patient. This is crazy. I'd just be glad to get one window here to work so I don't have to keep popping back and forth. So I hope you guys all enjoyed the reading. I think I'll stop because I want to see what's going to happen next. This is going to post automatically and everybody can find it. So I had to mess around with the audio choices and the bit rates and the frames per second and all that stuff. I'm so close. I'm so close to having it perfect because in my OBS that's my encoder that runs it all. Everything is real time. It's got a beautiful picture. Everything's crisp and sharp and clear. It's all literally in real time. There's no delays. When I pop over here into Google to see your comments, there's a delay for me here. So that's what was wrong. It's a real pain. Hello, Chronic Fish. So that's what was wrong, Jeannie K. You missed it too, my mech? That's okay. Yeah, there it is. Prince Edward Island, yes, for those who don't know what PEI is. It's a gorgeous island. It truly is. It's beautiful over there. Anybody ever heard if you were all Asian, you'd all start screaming and jumping up and down and probably pee your panties because there's one group of people that absolutely love PEI for only one reason. And that's the story of Anna Green Gables. Isn't that correct? Anna Green Gables. So, that's a very, they love it. They love it. The Asians love Anna Green Gables. And the whole thing is there, the whole setup. You can go over and visit the house. And it's a fictional story. It's not even real, but just the same. You've got it so that you feel that way, you know, that you're going to visit Anna Green Gables. So, thank you very much, Jeannie K. I appreciate it. Thank you, Liz. Yeah, being live, this is the Virgin Run. This is a christening of the live outtakes for Fundy Fortunes. You did not get the notification? Okay. Oh, that's kind of weird, isn't it? Maybe. You're right. You're right. There it is. I've thought about it. So, oh, do you my mech? You like Anna Green Gables? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to stop for now. I'd love to just sit here and chat with you guys, but I really need to stop so that I can get this up. I want to see what's going to happen when I stop the stream. I'm just hoping it needs to get saved into Bay of Fundy Fortune. So, I don't know. And I've been off and on a few times and I never got a prompt saying, where do you want this to go? But it says Bay of Fundy Fortune's on the end, so hopefully this will be it. All right, let's disconnect here. Yeah, the next reading will be, what was the Sag? Next reading is Capricorn, guys. So we're doing Capricorn next in the next little bit. I'm going to stop for supper and come back and I don't know about the notifications for everybody. There's one thing right there. Well, we'll work the bugs out as we go along. But this is wonderful. This is just great. So where do I stop this? I can't even find. Here we go. Okay, I got to go back into OBS. See you later, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm really glad you all come by. Much love to you all. Bye for now.